Hello everyone, and welcome back once again. The end of another week, our third week of meditating together, which I've thoroughly enjoyed, and I do hope that you have too, and that you're moving along in a pace that is also calm and it's a practical way to approach meditation, because we have to deal with our physical body and with that restless mind. So you've noticed that a lot of the time spent in our practices is devoted to techniques, and I've come from a very old school method of teaching meditation and learning meditation. I've had some wonderful, very wise and practical teachers, because I know it's not easy to turn off the outside world and to turn inward as we do in meditation. Sometimes you might experience a guided meditation that is rather light and fluffy in a way. And I'm not saying in any way that there's anything wrong with that. That's a very lovely way to experience relaxation. But there is a but. If you don't have the solid grounding with techniques around relaxing and concentrating, it will be very difficult to take it out, to make it a lasting effect in your life, to take the effects of meditation into your world. You see, you can have half an hour of a very lovely relaxation or a guided meditation, and if you're not able to take that with you into the world, if you go out into your workplace and you're frustrated and angry and nasty and gossiping and so forth, that's really counteracting all the goodness that you could possibly have gained through your practice of meditation or relaxation even. So by applying techniques, and remember, techniques aren't really the meditation, they're meditational, but it's not in fact the meditation. The meditation aspect of the practice is when you are perfectly still and you're able to hold your mind on a particular object of your meditation. Yes, the last time we were together, I gave you the word peace, and that's a very good and lovely place to start with that whole concept of peace. As I said, it is something that we all look for in our life because it is a soul quality. Peace is something that we feel comfortable with. Maybe not at first. Maybe when you start to feel peaceful, that's when you feel a little agitated because you're not doing anything. So you see, it is complex in its simplicity. So the only solution, as far as I'm concerned and in my experience, is to keep on keeping on. Nothing, as I said earlier, nothing that you really want to achieve or become good at or whatever comes without some effort and without applied practice and determination. So don't be too hard on yourself. The most successful way to deepen your meditation is to go quite gently, quite gradually, practicing the techniques that do assist you in becoming relaxed and calm. So let's get going once again and see where this meditation takes us. Sitting upright, And I know some of you are lying down, and that's perfectly okay. Why we sit up, I'm sorry to get back onto all these technicalities, but the reason we sit up for meditation is that the energy pathways in your body need to be free and open so that the flow of energy can just be there, so that there's no blockages in the body. And also, to keep the spine upright is important to allow those all-important energy centers in the spine, commonly known as the chakras, and that's another huge subject which we won't go into yet. It's important when sitting up that these energy centers along the spine are in alignment. Now, there's no need to know a lot about this, in fact. Just be aware of it, and in time you'll feel the difference. You'll feel that sitting up is a much better option for meditation than lying down. And that's not to say that lying down is wrong in the beginning, but you'll progress and you'll see the difference yourself. So take a deep breath now, inhaling. And as you exhale, just with a long sigh, allow all your restless thoughts to drop away. All those thoughts jumping around, leaving your mind open and receptive to the benefits of the practice. So let's do just one long inhalation, holding, tensing, and a double breath out. So together, inhale, holding and tensing, and releasing, releasing all the tension. Feel your shoulders dropping and just returning to your natural breath rhythm now. Breathing, easy breathing. Now, as thoughts arise and jump about, as they do, even for the most practiced meditator, it still happens. So you're not alone in that. As the thoughts arise and jump about, so does the gaze, the inner gaze. It can flicker and it can move about. And this can be the case whether the eyes are open or closed. You might notice this. Just notice it. Not just now too, but notice this whenever you sit and turn inward around your breath. Notice where the eye gaze lies or rests. So we want to be raising that gaze, as I've said in previous practices. Just let your eyes lightly close and raise the eye gaze upward just a little bit. Looking gently up towards the eyebrow center is one of the fundamental steps towards mastering meditation. Mastering meditation, what's that? It's really such an individual thing. So I can't give you any particular outcome other than to say that it's very, very good for you, that it gives clarity of mind and peace of mind. But it's experiential, you see. You must really do it to experience for yourself those benefits. And so with your eyes slightly closed and that inner gaze slightly lifted, watch over time how your gaze might drop a little bit and you'll be looking down. That's where we would normally go to when our eyes are closed. But because we want to remain awake and alert in our meditation, it is necessary to return to that upper gaze. So lifting the eyes upward whenever you realize that you've dropped. You might also even notice that once that gaze has dropped, your thoughts may become restless. Have a go and see what happens for you. Okay, so now feel your shoulders relax, shoulders relaxing. Let your throat relax. Let your throat relax. Your arms, hands and fingers relax. Be aware of your heart. Be aware of your heart. And allow your heart to become still. The heartbeat, the heart rate is slower now, perhaps. Just noticing. Don't force anything upon yourself. Just notice in the still, quiet place of your meditation seat and your surroundings. Allow yourself to just experience the whole process. As if almost you were an onlooker. And so be aware that your back is relaxed, that you've got no tension between your shoulder blades. Remember that hot spot, just let it go. Be aware of your lower back, your abdominal muscles, and all the organs, all the vital organs in your body. As you breathe, as the breath may be quite noticeable in the abdominal area, you might like to bring the breath down there and experience the navel rising a little bit and falling into the body as you exhale. That gentle movement of the breath is marvelous in the sense that it helps to relax and soothe any internal perhaps pain or anything that you might feel uncomfortable with. Just let the calm rhythm of your breath, the movement of the abdominal muscles, calming all those internal organs. Be there now. Be with that breath. Be with the feeling. Also be with that intention to allow yourself to relax, to allow all those inner organs to relax. They do, as I've said before, they work so hard for us, and we punish them at times. So it's time to nurture now, time to nurture and feel the love, feel that unconditional appreciation and love for all that we are and all that we have. And then allowing that easy feeling to move down into your legs, both legs, thighs, knees, calf muscles, ankles, feet and toes. So your whole body now can be relaxed. it is an environment, you know, for self-healing. Another reason to do these practices is to nurture and heal any aspect of physical ailments or emotional turmoil, mental agitation or confusion. Let yourself move into a place of stillness. And I'm not saying that you need to rely completely on this to heal your body. That would be quite impractical if there is need for intervention of a medical nature. But work together with your other healing modalities, but also do your relaxation, do your meditation. Be open and receptive to the intelligence within yourself, within your body, that knows what is right for it. Now let's take into that still, quiet place, into that relaxed body, the thought of divine peace filling you. So the affirmation is simply, divine peace fills me. Divine peace fills me. Divine peace fills me. Continue to say those words silently until perhaps they just fade out and you can sit in perfect contentment with stillness and peace. Off you go. Don't think about time. I'll call you back. Divine peace fills me. Now remaining in that space, nice and still, quiet and relaxed. If you need to take a deep breath in and a sigh out, you may do that, of course. That's a good thing to do. If you feel that any agitation or impatience has arisen. And now I want you to feel and visualize with your closed eyes that the space all around you and to the farthest reaches of the earth and the universe as well is filled with peace. Feel that the space around you, that space is opening up to the farthest reaches of the earth and extending into the universe. All is filled with that peace. Allow yourself to really feel the depth of peace. And from your heart, you're literally sending it out into the world. To do that successfully, one needs to be very passive. Just feel it. Just let it stream out from your heart, that quietness, that peace in your heart. Feel it flowing out into the world, into the universe. And so now just come back to your breath. But one little parting thought. Never think that divine joy or peace is distant from you. Never think that divine joy and peace is distant from you. And it will be with you always. So if you can take that thought and return to it frequently, be disciplined and keep continuity in your practices, and it will all become so much easier. Life in general may be filled with more joy and more peace. So we can finish our practice here, stretching a little bit, breathing a little deeper. But if you'd like to just stay on in your own time and feel that peace a little longer, just stay there and come back with that stretch and deep breath whenever you're ready. Thank you for listening, and blessings and love to you all.